Okay, so was posted some time ago, around the 17th of January. Around the 17th of January. So this is for the launch of season 2 of Black Ops 6 and Warzone. And I'm looking at, and I've not read through it yet, so I thought we'd read through it. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Warzone community update. Ahead of Season 2, update on Ricochet Anti-Cheat, Warzone multiplayer, and zombies. Ahead of Season 2's launch in Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone on January 28th, we are here to address the comprehensive feedback we've been hearing from our community in recent weeks. Tell you what we are doing right now to improve the game. Members of various development teams and studios have dedicated specific systems, models, and functions across Call of Duty. The Call of Duty franchise have provided insight below what we are prioritizing what matters to our players today. Cheating and bans, ability to disable crossplay on consoles in ranked play, server issues, quality of life fixes, request the bug fixes. Let's get right into it. An update to the Ricochet anti-cheat team. The intenses of, I think I've said that right, I don't really care, of cheating in Call of Duty, in particular in ranked play across both multiplayer and Warzone, are frustrating and severely impact the experience of our community. I've seen clips of shit like this happening. It's gotten really fucking bad to the point where it's just literally where cheaters literally crashed the fucking server. I'm not kidding, they literally crashed the servers because their servers don't have DDoS protection. We are here to tell you what's being done about it today, our plans and the support throughout 2025. Live now is a new layer of security and protections against cheaters in Call of Duty, as well as update to protect the competitive integrity. Update detection models and behavioral systems such as aimbot and other data patterns, including account trust and hardware identification to target it. I'd have to look at Someone would have to give me the leaderboards for that one because I would not be sure. Over 136,000 ranked player accounts have been banned since the mode launch. I'm guessing this is within since season 1's launch. I'm guessing that's what they're talking about. I could be wrong. Enchanting cross-examination tools focusing on reducing time it takes to account actions. New detection and warning systems for spam reporting accounts. Okay, so basically, what's been going on here is that people have been maliciously spamming accounts because they've lost a game, because they get salty at a fucking game, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure. And plus, cheaters have been using a bot to spam report someone's account to get it in a shadow ban loop, which I think the shadow banning system just needs to be removed. But I digress. What did we get up to? Yes. Note, maliciously reporting is against the security enforcement policy, which you can read here. That'll take you to, Activision's terms of service that have been updated. That'll take you there. Open that in the new tab. That'll just take you straight to, there. Enforcement page, which I'm pretty sure they updated. Yeah, they updated that. Let me have a look. Count limits of players suspected of violation. Account member. Right. Bans minor offence. Okay. I don't think this was in. I would have to look at this back in the Wayback Machine. To have a look if this section was here. Spoofing and circumvent security, unauthorized hacks, pirated content, unsupported device boosting. Again, that's in the fucking TOS, but they don't really enforce it, so whatever. I'm not sure. Not sure. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to look at the Wayback Machine. It's important to clarify that when a user spams the report button in-game multiple times against the user, or someone uses an illegal cheat code to span 1,000 reports, our system does not consider this more than one single report for a player versus player, despite what cheat developers are telling you when they sell you illegal software. A new detection and warning system for repeat playing with cheating behavior. Note, when a cheater is banned, our systems will detect other accounts it regularly has partied up and raise flags for investigation to combat boosting and other cheating. See, look, they already are combating boosting. As I said before, this is the Call of Duty security enforcement team, and people are saying it's not, but boosting is as you scroll down, is within it, is here. It is here, it is in the Call of Duty security and enforcement policy. It is right here. It is right here. I can leave a link to this in the description. I can leave a link to that. I will also leave a link to the blog, to their blog. We'll also leave a description into their blog. It's like what I said. Sorry if I sound like a broken record. Let's continue. We have also seen a community questions about detection methods like IP banning. We do not utilize IP bans for anti-cheats because they tend to take action against groups within the range that aren't problematic. I see where they're coming from with this. They don't utilize an IP ban because, let's say, for example, right, your friend is cheating, your brother is cheating in a game, they get IP banned. You two get caught in the crossfire. So, they've listed an example. I've said an example. Your account will also get caught in the crossfire. You'd be unable to play Call of Duty because you're on the same network, the same internet, unless you're using a different... unless your brother or whoever is using a different internet connection. Or family, like, let's just say family relative to make it simple, is using a different Wi-Fi router to you. But they've listed an example here. For example, a college campus or internet cafe would be swept up in an IP ban wave where only a single machine was targeted. Exactly. So, at this point, I would just say hardware ID. Hardware ID bans are a better alternative. I know it sounds invasive, but this is just combating cheating is just a game of cat and mouse. Is a game of cat and mouse at this point. All right. The more invasive these cheats get on our computers, the more invasive the anti-cheats have to be. All right. You see what I mean? So, like I said, if one person gets an IP banned, then anyone who can play Call of Duty within that vicinity cannot play Call of Duty on that network. I'm not an expert in like networking structures and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure that if an IP ban does happen, then your ISP or internet provider can't connect to their servers, and anyone who is using that ISP or internet router, I don't know how networking works. Or your ISP. I'll just say ISP makes things fucking more easier because I'm making things a lot more complicated. Your ISP or your service or your network service provider, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are, cannot connect to that Call of Duty anyone else. That's basically what they're trying to say here. Anyway, enough of me monologuing. Let's continue before I fry everyone's brains. In December, we announced that we are implementing major upgrades to the current online and active kernel level drives for Season 2. I find the current Ricochet being kernel level kind of laughable in its current state, because it barely fucking works. Like, it's not doing its job properly, and even if it is, it's not a good one. It's not doing very well. It's not doing very well. If it is, it's pretty much bottom of the barrel. But if they say that this will improve the anti-cheat, then this is about 5 years late or so. It's about 4 or 5 years late, but at least they've spoken up and we're actually doing something. Level drive for season 2, as well as upgrades to server-side systems in early 2025. Here's more on what to expect from these updates and when they'll be setted and when they set to be added. So season 2, which is coming on the 28th, I believe. Let me scroll back up. The 28th of January. So new and improved client and server-side detection systems, a kernel-level drive update, improve the driver security and reinforcement, and new tampering detection systems. I'm taking all of these, again, actions speak louder than words. I want to see all these working properly. I don't want to be coming onto Call of Duty and just realising the whole game just goes to shit. Everything's just gone to shit. And Season 3 and beyond, a multitude of new tech, including a brand new system to authenticate legit players and target cheaters. Note, as we get closer to Season 3, we will dive a little deeper into these systems. However, it's important that we do not provide too much detail that could give cheat developers a peek behind the curtain. I understand. I completely understand. So, they're not going to reveal as Season 2 approaches the end, and we're making our way towards Season 3, they're gonna show us the detection systems. But they're not gonna reveal it. Because they don't want cheat developers taking a peek behind the curtain, which I completely understand. We are not slowing down. Our mission is to shut down cheaters whose only mission is to ruin the fun for everyone, and we confident and combination of updates above, as well as ongoing improvements of detection systems, and Activision's continued legal action against illegal cheat sellers who provide and demonstrate. I cannot pronounce words today. I'm sorry. A healthy game experience environment. So look, if Activision, that's what Activision should be doing. They should be going after the cheat providers, because let's be honest with you. I'm not no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure this is enforceable. This can be enforced in a court of law. This can be enforced in a court of law. I'm no lawyer. I could be wrong. Okay, so let's move on to server stability, packet loss, and, quote, lobby crashing. I don't know why they've put that in the quotes, but I think it's got something to do with cheaters crashing the game, crashing servers, DDoSing the servers when they don't win a game. Just closing my door. We've seen community reports of increased rubber banding, packet loss notifications, and server disconnects in recent weeks, especially in ranked play, and in certain regions where some players may not have access to as many servers as others. That is true, especially in Australia, because they got to connect to like North American region. We have been monitoring actively closely, including identifying suspicious accounts that appear in multiple crashed lobbies. The team at Demonware have narrowed it down to specific cause that of these issues that could affect all players, and new improvements have been made to Call of Duty's servers infrastructure this week to reduce the targeted cause of malicious activities on our infractured and play. Infracture, I can't pronounce words today because I suck. And players. While this is an industry-wide issue, we will remain committed to combat individuals and organisations who intend to ruin gameplay experience for others. See, look, I'm pretty sure DDoSing is a federal offence. Cyber-dependent crowds falls broadly into two main categories: illicit infrastructure, illicit computer hacking, such as computer networks, such as hacking, and the distribution of downgrading computer facilities, network spaces, such as malware, and denial of service, or distribute denial of service attacks. Hold on. See what it's like in my country. Okay, so it is illegal in the UK. What about the US? What about the US? Okay, the use of boosting stress services conduct a DDoS attack. Proximable is under the Complete Fraud Act. Is under the Fraud and Abuse Act and may result in a combination of following consequences: seizure of computers, alien electronics, arrest, and criminal prosecution. And this is on the FBI's website. Right here. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well if you want to take a look at that. But yeah, basically a lot of these shooters are basically committing a federal offence. I could be wrong. I'm no law expert, but I'm pretty sure they're committing some level of crime because it's a DDoS attack. That's illegal. That's a distribution denial of service attack or network attack, whatever. Where do we get up to? With these new improvements, both Black Ops 6 and Warzone, we've seen... With these new improvements now in place for Black Ops 6 and Warzone... I've got lost. With these new improvements for both Black Ops 6 and Warzone, we've already seen improvements in stability on the back end. While it isn't the one-size-fits-all solution in every potential issue with online experiences... I get whether I kind of see where they're coming from. We're confident in the results we have seen in practice. Also, Activision, while you're at it, hire QA testers. We're not your QA testers. Just hire your QA testers and invest money in better servers. That's just all we're asking for. In addition to these improvements, the team has also solved some severe issues in regions that have recently experienced instability, and we will continue to act quickly to resolve these as they pop up. As always, the Call of Duty team will continue to keep a close eye on performance, make adjustments as necessary to deliver the best possible player experience. An update from the disruptive behavior team on voice moderation. Fuck me, I can't speak. Since its initial rollout in 2023, Call of Duty's in-game voice chat moderation system has been an essential tool to reduce players' exposure to hate speech, harassment, and derogatory language. You can read our previous report here for a back-end result. This was in October. I think I've read that. I'm not sure. I'll leave that in the link. Again, all these articles are going to be in the description. I'll pop you there. Nope. Go there. Good boy. Like a fucking dog. Jesus Christ. Report on the back end. Players should have the freedom to trash talk, and we consistently working on teams to show that moderation is slowly targeted conversations that veer into derogatory territory. I should be able to call someone any cuss word under the sun in an 18+ game, M-rated in the United States, without receiving a chat ban. I should be able to swear at someone. The game should not be catering to little snowflakes who can't handle someone saying the word shit or fuck. However, when it does get to the point where if a racial slur is involved and they start spewing slurs, that's when it becomes towards hate speech. That's when a report needs to be filed. Again, don't fucking spam report someone just because they're engaging in racist behaviour or homophobic or transphobic behaviour. Like they said, trash talking is allowed. However, I wouldn't be so sure because I've heard stories of players getting banned for just saying the word, I don't know off the top of my head, fuck or something, and getting banned. And this is in an 18+ game. Anyway, moving on. Incoming Black Ops 6 updates. In addition to all new maps, modes, and rewards in the coming coming on day 1 to season 2, Treyarch has prioritized several gameplay updates, quality of life improvements, playlist changes, and notable bug fixes scheduled for season 2. So based on player feedback as well as key updates to ranked play. So the funny thing is, Infinity Ward didn't fucking do any of the feedback. We wanted red dots on the map. Pretty sure they didn't fucking do that until near the end of the season, the end of that game's life cycle. I don't know. We wanted a classic looting. We wanted the classic Warzone looting system where we didn't have to like open the chest like we're playing fucking Apex Legends, or like we're opening. Get rid of backpacks. Get rid of backpacks in Warzone because it's not Apex. Whoever came up with that idea should be fired and whatnot. And we're slowly getting everything back to how we had it in the original Warzone. But it's not going to be 100% OG. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. Where did I get up? Right, global. Challenger tracked up to 10 manually tracked challenges or 10 nearest completions. Separate HUD present for multiplayer and zombies. Reduced collisions with teammates to improve maneuverability around tight spaces and down spots within near teammate. Can we just phase through our teammates? Like allow that, but you can't phase through enemies. That would work. For multiplayer, gameplay and quality of life updates, weapon balancing, bullet penetration, further reducing weapon motion while jumping, sliding, diving with dexterity, improvements. Basically, all this is just improvements and playlist changes, expanding the number of featured playlist slots, bringing gunfight back into the playlist slot, keeping Steakhouse 24/7 in featured playlists and adding it to the quick play, planning small map mosh pits shortly after launch for camo grinders. So we'll have a small map mosh pit for those that want to grind for those. So if you die hard at getting camos, this mode is for you. High profile bug fixes. Gearhead will now properly increase. Will now properly increase the charge rate of field upgrades. Free for all will accurately calculate the scoreboard by kills and the winner circle, and accurately showcase the top 3 FFA players. Ninja will no longer be able to reset between respawns and round transitions in certain game modes. Fix and choose to update a large number of calling card challenges. Yes, some challenges were bugged from what I've heard. Ranked play. We have heard feedback from players and want the choice to toggle crossplay off. To toggle crossplay off in ranked play since its launch early this season, in the spirit of improving gameplay features. The gameplay experience we're returning to the way. In improving gameplay, we're returning to the way we've traditionally handled crossplay. In Season 2, we are enabling the ability to disable crossplay for console players who want to compete against other console players. Now, this is not 100% foolproof because Cronus still exist. However, with a Cronus, I wouldn't say it's noticeable, but it's still classed as cheating. This is currently in test and planned to go live before Black Ops 6 Ranked Play and Warzone. Ranked Play during Season 2 will be monitoring closely, and we will consider further changes to prioritize and integrate of the ecosystem, and we will have more details to share as we get closer to the launch of this feature. The vote to forfeit feature is coming to Season at Season 2 launch in which allowed players to vote within their team to end the match early if the team is getting blown out or you lose a teammate. The ability to rejoin ranked play matches is also planned later in Season 2, which should help to ensure a fuller team matches if players experience a disconnect. So, for example, if you get disconnect, say your internet just decides to, I don't know, fucking shoot itself in the foot. In case your internet decides to shoot itself in the foot, or you've got a networking problem that you need your internet restarting, then you can go ahead do that and then reconnect. New Season 2 ranked player rules, which include camos for gold rank and up, a Jackal PDW blueprint for 10 wins, and a large decal for 100 wins. Zombies. As mentioned at Treyarch's 115-day celebration, players will be able to jump into the Tomb, the newest zombies map at the start of Season 2. The team remains putting player fun first, squashing leftover bugs and keeping the new zombie content coming throughout the post-launch seasons, in addition to changes of tracking per mode, HUD, preset settings, and upcoming zombies QLL updates incoming. Co-op pause. It matches everyone in the same party. The host will now be able to pause the game. Okay, so only the host can pause the game. AFK kick out loadout recovery. If a player is kicked going from AFK in a cold load, they will now have their loadout and essence and salvage restored when rejoining. Unless the host, I believe that'll reset when the host disconnects or something. I don't know. Now this is for any of those that are who play Warzone. I don't really play Warzone much. I might be planning on getting back into it soon. Let's talk about Season 2 for Call of Duty Warzone. We have made the decision to prioritise focus on gameplay tuning in addition to more quality of life updates and addressing ongoing bugs. This means that in order to deliver a meaningful improvement to our players, new content originally planned for Season 2 has been shifted to create bandwidth to address the foundational issues. These improvements won't come all at once. Rather, they'll be staggered across the season, and with quite a few quality of life changes coming mid-season. Our priority is to have the most solid foundation that Battle Royale can offer, and are exciting for players to see it all live. So, key gameplay and quality of life adjustments. Warzone is a constantly evolving game and bringing new experiences throughout yearly integrations of weapons, mechanics, maps, and more. While this is approaching and keeping things fresh, it also comes with shared challenges. Regular challenges that come with risks of shifting the game away from what some players consider it their sweet spot. Alternate mechanics and features that once defined the game from what they are. The ongoing challenge lies is finding the right balance between innovation while preserving the core DNA that makes the game uniquely Warzone. On that note, we introduce a number of gameplay adjustments in Season 2 and beyond. We hope players will be happy to see this. So for weapons, reloads are a bit faster, and reduce the penalty with jumping and adjusting the bullet penetration as well as all of this. And they've increased the jump speed movement. Increased speed parachute cut animation, making it increase player velocity when landing from a cut parachute for a smooth transition into sprinting. Audio, so they've made reduced reverb effect to improve directional movement. Audio produced by other players. This includes footsteps, ascenders, and parachutes, so you can hear better. And for perks, Combat Scout pings replaced with an outline that is not visible through walls. Adding adding new default perks Dexterity. The weapon component has been increased to effect and made default to all Warzone players. As mentioned above, we replicated the effect of quick fix and fast reload via weapon adjustments. Mountaineering returns as a perk in slot 1, replacing Dexterity. Okay, so Mountaineer was a good perk for Modern Warfare 3. We've increased the full damage reductions substantially while currently live from what it currently is live with Dexterity, though not quite the powerhouse it was during Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, it was pretty good in Modern Warfare 3. Especially in Vondel, because you're jumping from rooftop to rooftop and you've got more of a chance of breaking your legs if you fuck up a jump. You've got more of a chance of breaking your legs. Veteran now significantly reduces the damage tick in the gas grenades. Equipment and kill streaks. Munition satchel now only provides 1 additional item, down from 2 to address the overstocking and spamming equipment. Max deployed tactics and lethals reduced to 2, down from 3 to making it more purposeful for trap players. So players that know what they're doing with traps might come in handy for them. Gas grenade reduction, gas grenade radius, duration, and movement player penalties reduced to bring it in line with the vision of zoning tactics and less lethal crunch. Spy cam outlines effects no longer render through the wall. Advanced UAVs will now show elevation arrows. Okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, popping an advanced UAV, it didn't show any advanced elevation arrows. I'd have to go and test that in a private match at some point, so I'll probably pull an advanced UAV out of my ass. Miscellaneous body shield functionality limited, no longer automatically released players in free for all. In free fall, no longer provides an outline of the victim target through walls. Remove manual release players and keeping them alive, and must end with an execution. The flares fire out of the buy station when a player is being brought back and can now be pinged to increase visibility and redeployment. Match start tracker from adjusting to better readability and lower resolutions. So players that are playing at like a lower resolution because their screens don't support higher resolutions, or they've not got a powerful PC powerful computer but can still run the game, can have it at that lower resolution. Bug fixes. Regarding the live issues of how frustrating it is to see them linger or go unaddressed in patch notes. Although our team is working hard to keep the Call of Duty updates, and which is on Twitter, and Trello currently with more visible issues, these channels do not reflect the fullest depth of work of what's been done behind the scenes. Prioritization fixes fluids, shifting the new shifts as new issues appear, or as the ground is paved on existing ones. As always, player feedback is an important pillar for this progress. Fucking hell, can I not speak today? Jesus. I feel like I'm having a stroke. So we encourage you to continue and share your experience with us. Exactly. Player feedback is just as important. It's just as important. So, here we go. Here are some fixes players can expect to see when Season 2 launches. Season 2 will launch on the 28th, and that is 2 weeks away. That is 2 weeks from now. Alright, addressing the visibility dark areas and characters on Rebirth Island. Addressing players being forced to stand while reviving down members' squads. Why was that? Why? A lot of players would crouch while reviving a teammate to reduce the chance of them getting shot. Why was that been an issue? Okay then. Addressing exploits allow players to access unintended areas of the map, such as glitching out of the map, for example. Address parachute deployings when jumping off ladders. Yeah, that's been an issue. That I've heard that's been an issue. Weapons and equipment. Address weapons becoming incapable near into reachable areas. Address weapons falling through buy station models. I've never seen that happen. Address weapons tooltips appearing as command when dropped on the ground. Perks and contracts. Addressed ghosts persistent through the pre-match lobby in the match. Addressed cold-blooded not properly countering the tracker. Addressed quick fix not properly activating when playing. Addressed survivor preventing players from reviving down squad teammates. Okay. Addressed most wanted contracts not overriding respawn timers as intended. Operators. Addressed operator selection appeared an issue in the menus. So for here's ranked play. In addition to the note above and the incoming cross-play options for console players, ranked play in Season 2 will see a refined amount of SR required and adjustment to deployment fees. These updates aim to soften the on-ramp into accessing ranked play and make the top end truly competitive. As parting through, we want to take a moment to reflect on significance of Black Ops 6's integration, the largest in Call of Duty history, in which for the first time we have brought our teams and products together into an unified development environment. While this transition has presented its shares of obstacles, it also paves the way for more ambitious updates and closer collaborations in the future. We are essentially laying a foundation of new technology immediately available to all of our studios, improving development pipelines and the stability of porting features between titles, allowing us to focus on more of our time on the future releases. Look ahead. Looking ahead, we have ambitious plans and plenty of new content coming in Call of Duty in 2025. And you have our commitment of what has been outlined above is only the next phase in a series of ongoing updates with one mission in mind: making our game secure, social, and fun. As always, make sure you're following the Call of Duty Updates account on Twitter. No one calls it X, unless you suck off Elon Musk. And visit our Trello boards for up-to-date live issues and tracking for Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty Warzone. Season 2's launch is just around the corner on January 28th. Thank you for our players' patience. We'll be back with more communication soon. Oh boy. Again, like everyone is saying, actions speak louder than words. If what they're saying is true and everything does improve, who knows, Call of Duty might be back on its feet and then probably get fucked over by Infinity Ward in the next Call of Duty release. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it and let me know what you think down below.